Some pains don't arrive like thunder. They arrive like a pebble in a shoe small enough to ignore until it walks your whole day. On the edge of a busy market lived Haru, a merchant known for two things: the quality of his spices and the quickness of his steps. He walked like time was running, and he was trying to keep up. Every morning, he checked his ledgers, packed his satchel, and promised himself he would move slower tomorrow. This morning, Haru had a long list: deliver cinnamon to the baker before sunrise, negotiate saffron with a caravan at noon, pay the miller by dusk. He tightened the straps of his sandals, took one step onto the road, and felt it. A pinch under his heel. He paused, lifted his foot, and shook the shoe. Nothing fell out. It's nothing, he told himself. I'll fix it later. The market stirred awake. The baker waved from behind a cloud of flour. The river caught soft light like coins, and the first customers drifted through the lanes of baskets and jars. Haru's day leaned forward, and he leaned with it, eyes already measuring prices and distances. The pinch kept pace with him, small, persistent, easily dismissed. By mid-morning, the pinch had sharpened into a needle. Haru felt it each time he bargained, each time he smiled for a sale. He began to hurry his words, hurry his smiles, hurry his thoughts. A boy asked the price of star anise. Haru snapped, and the boy backed away. At the baker's, Haru had to repeat himself. He was more focused on the sting than the order. He forgot to collect full payment. At the miller's, he grew curt. The miller grew colder. By noon, Haru reached the caravan, face tightened, patience thin as paper. The caravan master lifted a brow. You've brought fine saffron before, the man said, but today you bring sharpness in your voice. Is it part of the price? Haru forced a laugh that pressed on the pain. Just a busy day. A busy day doesn't need a sharp tongue, the man replied, and turned to a different merchant who had arrived slower but kinder. Haru watched the deal disappear like shade at noon. He stood there with his satchel of saffron and a heel blooming with hurt. The pebble, hidden and small, had already charged him more than gold. He limped toward the river, temper hot, mind noisy. The world seemed full of obstacles, crowds too slow, carts in the way, voices too loud. He felt certain the town had changed, grown rougher and rude, but the town had not changed. Haru had. At the water's edge, a young shepherd sat with a bundle of reeds, weaving. He looked no more than 12, sun on his cheeks, quiet in his eyes. He watched Haru lower himself to a stone and exhale as if he were putting down a very heavy basket. Sir, the boy said gently, your shoe looks like it's hurting you more than it's helping. Haru frowned, proud and tired at once. It's nothing. The boy tilted his head. Sometimes nothing is everything by evening. Haru tried to ignore the truth in that. He dipped his hand into the river, splashed his face, then stood to go, only to wince so sharply he had to sit again. The boy set down his reeds. May I help? He asked. Haru sighed, a long folded sigh. If you can make the town less annoying, yes. The boy smiled. I can't change the town, but I can look in your shoe." He waited, patient as a tree. Something about that patience loosened Haru's pride. He slid off the sandal. The boy tipped it, tapped the heel. A single gray pebble rolled into his palm, small as a lentil. "That," Haru said, incredulous. "That is all." The boy nodded toward Haru's heel, red, tender, blistered. "This," he said softly, "is all." The boy rinsed the pebble, placed it on the stone between them like a tiny mirror, then dipped a cloth in the river and wrung it out. He handed it to Haru, who pressed the coolness to his heel and felt, for the first time all day, something simple and kind. "Why didn't I stop earlier?" Haru murmured, half to himself. "You were busy," the boy said. "Busy is a shoe that hides many pebbles." Haru sat quietly. He thought of the baker's impatient glance, the deal he lost, the boy he scared away with a snap. He thought of how the town had seemed worse as his pain grew louder. The pebble lay there, clean now, shining faintly in the sun, a small, undeniable truth. The boy lifted his bundle of reeds again. "My goats sometimes get burrs in their fur," he said. "If I walk them all the way home like that, they arrive angry. I try to stop early and comb them out. It's faster than apologizing to everyone later." Haru laughed, surprised by the warmth in it. "How much for your wisdom?" The boy shrugged. "A story someday when I'm tired and need one." "Done," Haru said. He slipped on his sandal, lighter by ounces and miles. Haru walked back through the market, not faster but cleaner in his steps. The same carts rolled by. The same voices bargained. But the world had resumed its proper size. He apologized to the baker for his tone and collected the rest of the payment with a smile that didn't strain. He found the boy who had asked about star anise and gave him a sample with an apology that tasted like cinnamon, warm and sincere. By evening, Haru returned to the caravan master. "About earlier," he said, "I carried a problem in my shoe and let it walk into my words. Here's my best price, no pebble included." The man studied him, then grinned. "I prefer spices without stones," he said, and they struck a fair deal. Haru reached home after sunset, sat on his step, and set the small pebble on the windowsill. He did not keep it as an enemy, but as a reminder, even tiny things deserve early kindness. He washed his feet as the sky turned indigo, listening to the quiet cadence of water in a basin. The town had not been cruel. He had been uncomfortable. Before sleep, he wrote a note in his ledger, not for debts or deliveries, but for himself. Pause sooner. Look inside the shoe. Don't let small pain teach you large unkindness. We often drag little hurts across long distances. They make simple moments heavy and kind mouths sharp. The remedy is rarely heroic. It is ordinary. Stop, notice, remove, breathe. Tend to small discomforts before they shape your day. Mindfulness is the hand that empties the shoe and clears the path for kindness.